Hello. I'm sorry, I've been eating sunflower seeds, and I just realized they're probably all in my teeth. Happy Saturday. Does anyone else eat their sunflower seeds with a spoon? Why don't I just take a bite? Now I gotta chew them. Well, big bite. It's a good snack, right? I needed a little pick-me-up. I have been working all day long, y'all. Let me tell you how it started. Hold on, let me get sat. Talk about lazy. You lazy? Worthless. I love her, though. You want to see even more worthless? Over there laying on her heated bed. Worthless. So, my dad and I have the same kind of bed. They're the kind where you can raise the head and the feet. And let me tell you, I am spoiled to that because, like, when I've gotten sick with a cold or something, you know, and my sinuses are draining, it's great to be able to raise your head up. Or when my back's hurting, I can raise my feet and my head up a little bit, and it kind of takes the pressure off. It's fantastic. Okay, so my dad's turning 90 next week, okay? 90 on the 17th. And he tells me the other day, just out of the blue, it was time to turn my mattress again. Now, you don't flip these mattresses, you rotate them this way. Well, either way you turn it, it's hard to turn. Pivot, pivot, pivot. Okay, so my dad, being 90, able to turn his mattress, I thought, well, I can do that because I'm freakishly strong, right? Well, so in my little pea brain, I said, well, the easiest way would obviously be to ask for help, but I don't ask for help, okay? It's a mental block in me that it's very hard for me to ask for help. I've been alone for too long to ask for help and wait on people. I just do it, okay? Which gets me in trouble sometimes. Anyway, I thought, raise the head and the foot. And then we can pivot, 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 while it's kind of, like, I don't know. It made sense in my head. It did not make it one bit easier, okay? Well, I'd push a little, and I'd go around to the other side, and I'd pull a little, and then I'd push a little, and then I'd pull a little, and I finally got the whole daggum thing turned around like this, because I was starting to melt into that bed a little bit. I mean, it's not that old, but you know what I'm saying. It needed to be turned. I finally got it turned around, but it was way off the edge of the bed. And I thought, okay, another brilliant idea. Put the head down, leave the feet up, and it would be like a slide. And it would just slide on down where it's supposed to be. I mean, technically that is what happened, but it was way more difficult than just those mattresses on those beds, whatever they're called, are extremely heavy. Extremely heavy. They have to be heavy because when you raise them, if you had a lightweight mattress, it would just pop up and sit on top, right? So these are made to be heavy mattresses. They're very thick. There's no baseboard. I mean, mattress and box springs. Box springs, that's it. There's no box springs. It's just a big old thick heavy mattress. Well, anyway, I finally got it done. It'll like to have killed me. And so then I texted my boss because she got one too. After I got mine, I told her about it. And she was like, oop, got to go get one. So she went and got one. So I asked her today. And she said, oh, I don't do mine. I asked Matthew to do it. And I was like, Matt. His name's Matt. His name's Matthew, but he goes by Matt. I don't know why I called him Matthew. But anyway, it doesn't matter, Tracy. she said she gets Matt to do it. And I was like, well, aren't you just smart to get someone else to do it? But if Matt's ever unavailable, I'm sure the two of us could handle it. No, we can't. I mean, we could, but both of us would probably end up in intensive care or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's done. And while I had it up in the air, I swept underneath. I got the vacuum cleaner and I vacuumed all underneath it because, you know, cat and dog. And then I mopped underneath it. I put new sheets up, not new, clean sheets on it. But I was on the phone with Kim. I took the clean sheets out of the dryer and I stood talking to Kim and folded them. So nice and neat, because I can actually fold a fitted sheet. I am that talented that I can fold a fitted sheet. I don't just ball it up. But it did take me a good 47 years, at least, to learn how to fold a fitted sheet correctly. And once I learned it, I was like, well, this is the easiest thing ever. I mean, you just put your hands in and meet the corners, and then you fold it and meet the corners, and then you just lay it down and fold it. I was like, what? Why did I think this was so hard? I was always so jealous of my sister because she can fold her sheets to look like they just came out of the package. I'm not that good, but I can fold them down pretty flat, you know? But why are we talking about that? I don't know. Anyway, got all that done, got the bedroom cleaned. It smells good. It feels clean. You know, when you just, it's just nice, okay? But what started all this, I said, well, I guess I'll change my sheets today. Now, I have my sheet. I like to sleep under a sheet. I don't understand how you don't sleep under a sheet. Maybe it's just in the South. I don't know. I mean, my dad doesn't, so that's not it. But speaking of the South, Naomi told me last night she's not a Southerner because she's black. I said, honey, a Southerner is where you live. Like, you are from the South. You were born in Georgia, and you're being raised in Georgia. Georgia is in the South. Therefore, too, you are a Southerner. Whether you're a black Southerner, a white Southerner, an Indian Southerner, a Hispanic Southerner, you are a Southerner because it's where you live. She said, no, I'm not. I said, okay. I'm not going to argue with you, but it technically has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It's where you live, okay? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I sleep under a sheet, and then I have what they call a summer blanket. It's real thin, kind of silky-ish feeling, and it's a waffle weave, whatever, and it's not heavy because I don't want to be hot. And then I have my bedspread, and then I have this, like, thick, it looks like a fur. I mean, it's faux fur, obviously, but it's like this thick fur throw that's on top. Now, that's usually not on me, but that's what Penny sleeps on. And it keeps her warm on those really cold nights because I keep my house like a morgue. And, yeah, so I wake up and I'm like, okay, might as well wash everything. And I pulled the fur thing off the bed, and then I go to get the bedspread, and someone threw up on the bedspread last night. Sometime during the night. It didn't wake me up. I don't know if she tried to wake me up, but, you know, after a couple of nights that I didn't sleep great, I only had a few hours sleep each night, I became deceased last night when I went to bed, and, yeah, it was just, she's not sick. It was just food, right? Like she ate too much kind of thing. It wasn't processed yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be too gross, but I've already been too gross already. But anyway, I was like, well, I guess we're doing it all today. So I washed I was going to wash the blanket anyway, because mostly that's what she sleeps on, is that blanket. And she doesn't get under the covers, and she doesn't really get on my bedspread. She sleeps on that throw. And I thought, well, okay, we're going to wash it all. So I stripped the entire bed, which led to the turning. The pivot, pivot, pivot. In case you don't know, that's from the best TV show ever. Okay, I might be exaggerating, but I loved Friends. And Monica and Chandler and all them were trying to get a couch up the stairs, and he kept yelling, pivot, 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 when they were trying to get up the stairs. Anyway, a lot of my weird things like that come from TV shows and movies. Like arugula, it's a vegetable, came from My Blue Heaven. And The Water Boy, I've got a lot of quotes from The Water Boy. That's high quality H2O. That's why they got all them teeths and no toothbrushes. Anyway, I could sit and do this all day. But I ain't got nothing else to talk about except Phoenix. She said, can I tell you a question? I said, can you tell me a question? Sure. And she said, you're pretty. Thank you. What's the question? Huh? I said, you said you had a question. She said, exactly. Okay, I'm done. You're not taking me down this rabbit hole. Not today. I'm not going down this rabbit hole with you. She was paying attention to her iPad, so I don't even think she really knew what she was saying. But yeah, she wanted to tell me a question. And Naomi is not a Southerner because she's black. Just in case you were wondering. So, anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. Hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Toodles!